UrbanLaunchPad.
This your host, CashOutCasper, live from the UrbanLaunchPad on the Upper Echelon Radio. I got a special guest caller in here, Peedi Crakk, Badlands, North Philly, Pennsylvania. What's up, man?
People, what's going on? What's happening, man? What's up with you, man?
We just having to join these Thirsty Thursdays over here at the Upper Echelon, sipping on a little bit of Ciroc. You know the drill.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I don't start till about 10, man. I can't start too early. I gotta get work done. Then I'm gonna turn in. Then I'm gonna turn it up.
That's what I like to hear. What's your drink of choice, homie?
Honestly, this is my favorite right here. Whenever we in the clubs and whenever we going to parties or we performing, I love a nice cold rosé, right? A nice cold rosé, and I just take shots of Patron all night and just chase it with the rosé. That's my twist right there.
Okay, you got the drink for the tracer. That's what I like to hear. Real turn-up sauce.
Yeah, I mean, rosé, that's just sweet, man. It's sweet. It's a great chaser.
Definitely. Listen, man, I want to tell you how much we appreciate you calling in here. Some few things we want to cover. Anything else you want to talk about, you're more than welcome. I see that you have 5 children.
I got 4 boys.
Oh, 4 boys?
Yeah, where you get 5 from?
My fault. I thought I had seen you had 5. That's my bad. How old's your oldest?
I'm gonna be working on another one though. I need a girl. I got 4 boys. Yeah, they ranging from, my youngest is 4, and my other one is 7, and Salim is 11, and my oldest is 13. That's in the Bay.
Okay, hitting their middle school years.
Right, he getting big. He bigger than me, man. He wears 13. I wear size 9. He wears 13 sneaks. So you can imagine how big he is.
Nice. Good to see that you inside the children's life. A lot of fathers out there that really don't like supporting their kids.
Yeah, they need me, man. They need their pop. And then, I really didn't have the guidance there. So, I feel even stronger about it because I kind of grew up with my grandmother. So I feel even stronger about making sure I'm there for them.
That's definitely good. Let's see. What has it been, a year since you dropped the Crack Files 5?
Nah, actually I dropped that. It was in 2013, but it was roughly around November before the winter time had hit.
Okay.
Not actually a year, but almost a year.
Okay, and I see, big respect for the whole Crack Files, blessing the streets with that, taking it to a whole nother level. I gotta ask you though, out of all the Crack Files from the series, man, which do you feel was your best album and why?
What I think is my favorite Crack Files?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like 4 a lot, but you know what though? I'm lying. That's because I liked it 2 and 3. You can't ask me no question like that. I like 2, 3, and 4. It's hard. I can't pick one.
All right. I knew I'd stump you with that one there, homie.
Yeah, you got me with that one, man, because you know what it is? I think back, when I think of the older ones, like the part 2, it's just a younger me, and I like to hear myself when I was, like, younger and just wilding. But the newer ones is like a more mature me, and I appreciate that, too. Hey, hold on. I'm about to get on the elevator. If it cut off, then you might have to call me back.
No doubt. Definitely no problem with that, man. Know you out there busy, man, grinding. Since we're on the subject, though, of the whole mixtape series, I know you worked with a lot of artists in your career, but I gotta ask, what was one of your favorite collabos? I know you've done the whole rap scene, the whole R&B collabos, worked with some big name artists. What was one of your favorite ones as far as going?
You know what, man? I'm gonna say this because this is the record that really did a lot for me, and I appreciate it so much because I didn't like the song when I did it. But then when I'm noticing just all the great things that it started to do for me, I began to appreciate it. But I didn't like that Neo song, the Stay With Me joint. But it went 3 times platinum, and it took me around the world. It took me to Russia and St. Thomas and Puerto Rico and everywhere and on tour. So that got to be my favorite collabo just because it just did so much for me.
How was it shooting the video with Neo?
It was dope, man. That was a great experience. I didn't even expect that. I was in Miami, and they called me and told me they were shooting this vid, and they flew me and my peoples out to California, and I was nervous as hell. And I was really nervous, man. I wish I could have did that over again, because I would have did it better. When I watched the video, I could see how nervous I was. I was mad nervous because where we shot it in a neighborhood, and like the whole neighborhood was out. And I don't know, I was just tense. I just was really nervous.
Even after the fact of you rocking all them stages?
Yeah, man. Yo, even after the fact, man, after the fact, I don't know what it was about that whole situation. I wasn't comfortable at all on that video shoot for some reason.
Big respects to that. A lot of artists wouldn't admit to that, homie.
I mean, you know, even to this day, I get nervous at times. You know, it's a natural thing. It's natural. But, you know, I only get nervous ahead, like, beforehand. Like, if I got to perform, I might get nervous, like, 2 minutes before I got to go on stage. But as soon as I see the people when I'm up there, it just goes away.
Okay, I can definitely feel that. I sometimes get like that here at the Urban Launchpad, up Echelon Radio. I ain't even gonna lie.
No doubt, I feel it.
Okay, I mean, I know it's kind of like a touchy subject. It's a little old, but I still gotta ask the whole thing with Rockefeller Records, man.
That's the golden question, yo. Yo, every interview I do, man, I be ready for it. Like, I know it's coming. Yo, you know what, though? To not get all really into it, and this is not a politically correct answer. This is my honest answer from just me maturing and just looking back on everything. The experience was priceless, regardless of anything that happened. The positive and negative sides of it, just the all-around experience of having the opportunity to be with a company that big, and it just had a blessing to be chosen to do something that you love at that height is just priceless. So I can't really bitch about anything. Everything, I take it all as always a good thing because it's a dream come true. So that's basically what I could sum up for you about that whole Rockefeller situation.
You feel like it was more of a business situation or a personal situation with the whole Rockefeller shit?
No, it was strictly business. I didn't understand that at the time, but it was strictly business. Nothing was personal. I was taking it personal. It wasn't personal, though.
Took it at a good learning experience.
If I would have knew better, I would have just handled it as business. But, you know, I was young. We was all young.
Definitely. I definitely could feel that. So, North Philly, Badlands, born and raised. A lot of listeners, a lot of fans. What's one of the best spots you like to get to when you got the munchies, man?
Well, when I'm ready to eat?
Yes, sir.
Right on Fifth and hey, Ned, hold on. Ned, where De La Colombiana at? Fifth and what? Like Fifth and the Boulevard? Like a block from Bully? Yeah, like a block before Fifth and the Bully is De La Colombiana, a Colombian restaurant. The best.
Nice. Make sure everybody go check them out. Fifth and Columbia, North Philadelphia.
Yo, you're going to be hooked. Me and my family been going there for years. Since the first time we went, my mom loved it.
You get a chance to check out the Double XL freshman cover?
I didn't, but I did hear Troy ass freestyle. He killed it. He killed that freestyle. Hold on for a second, my bad. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm getting on another elevator, and I don't want it to cut off. I know we on air and everything. Give me one. Oh, all right, bet. My bad. I thought it was gonna cut us off. All right, I'm right here.
Yeah, nah, you good.
My bad. I'm all in the mix. I'm trying to do this and do something else at the same time.
Nah, like
but
I
what's
said,
good? I'm right here. What's good?
We appreciate you calling in. As far as the whole Troy Ave, man, I'm a big fan of Troy Ave, putting it on for the whole New York City. He was actually.
I like him, man. I really do, man. I like him. He had an interview with Andy Martinez, and he kept it real funky, man. And I really, really, really respect him. You know what I'm saying? I like that kid.
He was actually the only
the best thing New York got right now. What you say?
I said he was actually the only East Coast MC to make the cover this year.
Oh, word? I didn't really see the cover that much. I glanced at it, but I didn't analyze it. He was the only East Coast artist on there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shows you where we at right now in hip-hop, man.
Um.
Remember back in the day, it was the other way around.
Oh yeah. If East Coast ain't support you, man, you ain't have support. Period.
Yeah, back in the day, it would be strictly East Coast. Yeah, you get in the front. It would be strictly East Coast and a couple South artists and stuff. Now South running that thing.
Um. What's the current situation with state property?
Honestly, man, it's hard for me to speak on that because state property is a brand started by Beans. And without him here, you can't. He makes the decision on that. That's his thing. You know what I mean? We're a part of it, but at the end of the day, he owns that. And he's been in the federal prison for the past couple years, so I can't really speak on it. I don't know. No, I'm fine. I can't speak on it. I really don't know what the situation is. I mean, us personally, we all love each other and we homies and we family. But as far as the music and business-wise, I really don't know where we stand yet as far as that. Because, we all individual artists, and we all got our own situations and lawyers and management. And so everybody, it's going to take, it's not like it used to be. Like, it's going to take a nice sit-down, a lot of meetings to get this situated again.
Actually, since we talking about freshmen right before that state prop question, just brings me back actually with the whole Philly rap scene, man. Let the listeners know who you feel is like an upcoming talent out of the Philadelphia area that they should keep an ear and eye out for.
You know what? This might sound sad, but it's not even. I haven't even been really paying attention to the Philly movement as far as rap artists. Because I haven't heard nothing groundbreaking and really original, and that's all I'm looking for is somebody that's going to break some ground and something refreshing and a break from the norm. And I ain't been hearing that. So whenever as soon as I hear somebody and it just sounds like the typical Philly rap, I'm just not interested. But I've been listening to a lot of R&B singers, and this is one female singer from Philly. I'm mad because I can't remember her name, but she's dope, and I think she's gonna be really, really dope. I'm about to do a song with her, and I believe that she's gonna be good. And I'll find out her name for you, and I'll get one of her tracks, so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's just sad because I really can't even name hip hop artist, and I've been waiting to listen because I'll be real proud to hear somebody. You know what I'm saying? Come from the hood, from my hood. You know what I mean?
Definitely, I could definitely feel that. I know you was signed to the Rockefeller, then went over to Def Jam for a little bit after the split. Might be another touchy subject, but A Night in the Life, I know it got pushed back, then it had no official release date. You still planning on releasing that project?
Nah, that's scrap, man. That's scrap. That was my plan. I was planning on doing that with Jay when he was president of Def Jam, and that was my plans at that time. And that was years ago, and we worked on music for that, and I had completed a project for that, but the ball had dropped, whether it was whether it was my fault or the label fault, it just stopped rolling, and that is what it is. So we got other situations coming though, something new. We gotta keep it new, man. You always gotta keep it new, keep reinventing the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. For the Crack Files 5, the cocaine edition, how'd you end up hooking up with the Bodega Bams?
What's crazy about that? This is dope. I was in Brooklyn driving to the studio, and I was listening to Sights for Sounds on Hot 97, and he started playing this joint called Don Francisco, the Bam joint, Don Francisco.
Oh yeah, very familiar with that over at the Urban Launchpad.
Yeah, I never heard this song before. I never even heard of this kid. So I'm hearing him and he's scratching it up, and I'm like, who the hell is this? And I could tell that he was Spanish because I could just tell in his accent, and he was just murdering the joint. So I just kept making sure I remember his name. I'm like, yo, Bodega Bam. And Cypher Sounds played it about 3-4 times in a row. So I got like a week went by and I was on Twitter and I just happened to run past the name and I remember it clicked. I saw Bodega Bam, the Tan Boys, on Twitter. So I tweeted him. I was like, "Yo, fam, I heard your song. I like your joint. Like, you nice." And he DM'd me back, and he just DM'd me back with all his love, like, yo, Crack, you the OG, man. All my people that I love for you, we grew up on you. That whole state prop movement, everything, we just love you. And I love to do a drink with you. So he's like, just let me know when you're in Brooklyn, and I'll come through. And I called him. We exchanged numbers, and I called him one night. I was in Brooklyn, and he came through the studio like 20 deep. He came through like 20 deep, like 20 Rican niggas. And he did the joint with me right there on the spot.
Yeah, that's definitely love right there. Big shout outs to Bodega Bams and the whole Tan Boys, New York City.
Yeah, those my boys. And we shot the video in Harlem in the projects. His squad dope. Like his whole squad, they don't play no games at all. He got a deep squad, and they on some like real militant weekend type vibe. But it's dope though. They real protective.
Yeah, that's always good, man. Treat each other like a family. Go further in life.
No doubt. And they embraced me like with nothing but love. Like it was all love. We was in the project shooting that video till like 5 in the morning.
What's the current situation with your, what label you signed with? I had heard rumors about the whole G-Unit Philly thing going on. Maybe something over there with
that's old.
Asylum. Yeah, see, I've heard some rumors, but I like to get it right from the main source.
Yeah, keep it real with you, man. In this day and age in the state, the hip hop right now, man. And you know, in my situation, because this ain't for everybody, but in my situation, I would be a fool to sign to a label to do something that me and my people could do for ourselves. So I don't really see me signing with nobody, man. I just see me creating music and probably doing a little distribution deals, because that's all that's going on right now is you acting as your own label and just linking up with a distribution deal, do a deal, do the splits, and get it rocking, get the promotion rocking, and start, you know, and try to get the sales. But a label, I don't see me incorporating no label in, because that's unnecessary.
Almost like career suicide for a legend like yourself to sign with a major, if you ask me.
Yeah, man. I would have to be very, very desperate just for a look, because or just lazy, because everything a label doing now, mostly you gotta build up. Labels don't build artists no more. You gotta come with the package already in the following, and all they're gonna do is put that bread behind you. So all I'm interested in, I'll run my own thing like a label. I'm just interested in investors. That's all it's about is the money, man. You ain't got no bread behind you. You need the bread behind you. So, but we won't be dependent on no label to do that.
What other upcoming projects you got in for the fans?
I got a lot of dope stuff. I'm putting out a lot of music in June, and also I'm working on this independent film I've been writing for the past 2 years. I'm gonna finally start filming it the end of the summer. We'll be working on pre-production all this summer, but I believe I'll start filming at the end of the summer, and that's gonna come along with a soundtrack. And that's really been my baby lately. That's been my main focus. I make music. Music is a piece of cake for me. You know, I could do that all day. I record in my kitchen in my boxes chilling, and it's not very challenging for me. But a film and you know, actually directing and writing and starring in my own independent film is definitely something that get me going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I see you also be still doing a lot of work with the Young Guns, Young Chris.
You know what? Me and Chris, we both he's a rapper's rapper. You know what I mean? And he feels the same way about me. We both really respect each other lyrically. So it's like we love to rap together. And I'm like his go-to guy, because he works hard. Like, he always working, and he always got something open for me. Like, yo, Crack, I got this joint. Is a verse open? You want to get on it? And he'll always call me out of nowhere. And, you know, I'm never turning down the challenge. So I'm always right there at the studio, writing my verse and laying my verse. So we've been doing this for a while, and it just turned out that we just end up with a lot of songs together. People have been saying that a lot. They're like, yo, y'all got a lot of songs together. So, you know, we just like to rhyme together. We both nice. It's like friendly competition with me and him. We keep each other sharp, for real.
As y'all sure, definitely two dope lyricists right
Even
there.
though I ain't coming to play.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm actually about to get into this I'm on freestyle. How'd that come about, man?
Word. How did that come about?
Yeah, I mean, I know the track a little old as far as what Trey the Truth did and everything, but I gotta admit myself, and no disrespect to any of them other rappers, but I think that shit better than the original version.
I appreciate that, and we recently did it. I mean, that was Chris's choice and beat. He chose that, even though the beat was old, but he chose it, and we recently did that, and we shot the video too. But that's just another one of those songs that he called me for, and I had a verse handy already. I had the right to it. I had the verse already that I never used, and I just laid it. And once I lay it, he gonna put the legs under it and make it do something. So he got the video shot, and he go hard with the promotion on Instagram and Twitter. So that's how that came about.
We about to get into Young Chris featuring Peedi Crakk. I'm on freestyle, just in case y'all been living under a rock for the past couple months. Make sure y'all follow Peedi on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow him on Twitter at Real Peedi Crakk. Make sure y'all stay tuned for them up and coming projects homie got in there. I want to thank you again, Peedi, for calling in, boy. You're welcome back to the Upper Echelon Radio anytime.
No problem. I appreciate you, man. And for all the listeners, man, be on the lookout for all new music starting in June. You're attacking this radio, man. It's going down once again. They want me back, so I'm going to come back one time for them. But I appreciate you, bro. I love y'all.
UpperEchelonRadio.com